Hey y'all, welcome to a different sort of video for us. This is all of my jewelry. This is my rotating jewelry tower. This is just all of my jewelry and we're gonna go through it. I'm gonna probably mark some stuff to get rid of. But this tower has gotten so overtaken by things that I don't wear that I would like to do a little bit of culling and make some changes so that I can actually use everything that is on this jewelry tree. I also have a big box. This is stuff that I just haven't had a chance to sort through. Some of this is stuff I wear all the time. Some of this is stuff I haven't worn in a while, if at all. We then have, oh, this is my eyeglasses prescription. Anyway, this is more jewelry. So we're gonna kind of just dive into this. The first thing I'm gonna do is empty the jewelry tower. I'm gonna grab some baskets because y'all know I love to sort things via basket. I'm gonna tilt this up. So we are currently in my bedroom at my desk. I was able to get everything cleared away for the most part, but this is the jewelry tree. I've got a lot of, some of these I made back in college maybe. And some of these I haven't worn in a really long time. So we're going to make some adjustments. You'll have to forgive me if some things are out of frame. We're just going to take everything off and then we'll point it down at the table. Okay, that was a task, but I got everything taken care of. This is just from the jewelry tree. We're going to weed this out and then we'll go through the drawers and this jewelry box. As I was taking things off, I was already registering things I wanted to get rid of. These, I don't think I've ever worn them. I want to say I bought them at Target and they were really cheap, but I've never worn them. Oh, and they're losing beads. That's always fun. All right, we're going to put these in a bin. So this is going to be stuff to declutter. These were my grandmother's, and I think before that my great-grandmother's. These are pearls. These are staying. If I ever get married, I will probably wear them on my wedding day. I wore them to my high school graduation, and I've worn them a couple occasions since then. These guys I haven't worn in a very long time, but I have a friend who loves this color. I don't know if these will be up her alley, but I will offer them to her, and if she doesn't want them, then I will offer them to a thrift store, or I'll give them to a thrift store. So these are things to declutter. Sure, I'll put these in here and I'll give her the run of everything that I've decluttered. This came from a Scholastic book fair from my Aunt Kathy. It has, you know, flowers and peace signs and rainbows and all of the good stuff. And I'm going to keep it. It's a fun, sentimental piece that I really love. That being said, I don't know if it needs to go on my jewelry tower. I do have a few stud pieces here that I haven't pulled off yet, and that's because most of those are going to get decluttered. I don't wear little studs like that anymore. These, I swear there's a fourth one here. Yeah. So we have a hashtag Black Lives Matter, hashtag resist, not my president, and nasty woman. I am liberal. I am a Democrat. I believe in, you know, liberal values. These were made for me by a friend. They're not going anywhere. I don't know if they need to go back on the tree. We'll have to figure that out when the time comes. Some things I do want back on the tree are these hoops. I love these, and I haven't worn them in a really long time. So these are going to go back on the tree once I get everything sorted. And I think for that, I'm just going to put things in this bin, in this box. All right. These fun acetate paisley earrings. I love these. They're so much fun. I wear them to festivals and I get so many comments on them. Again, I don't know if they need to go back on the tree, but they are staying. So I have 2 pairs of earrings from Cleona Cosmetics. These have both been painted with like a blue to pink iridescent nail polish. The ones that are the actual Cleona symbol I do wear. The stained glass I would like to, I just don't. So these are going to get decluttered. These are going to stay. These I made back in college. I don't know if the beads are speckled or if they're worn away, but these I made back in college and I don't wear them anymore. These are just, yeah. Ow! Just banged my wrist on my elbow on the table. All right, peace sign jewelry. These earrings I have had since high school. I'm not giving them up anytime soon. This, my mom brought me back from a trip to the UP in Michigan. Again, I'm keeping it. I love it. I've had to have one of the links removed, and I think I have it somewhere. It might be in this tower. But yeah, it's gonna stay. I have some seasonal earrings. These Halloween bats, I love these. They're heavy. They're nice on the front and the back. They're not too light. Again, I don't know if they need to go back on the tree, but they are gonna stay. These guys, I so badly want to wear these, but the back is just this plain white and they have enough movement that when I'm wearing them, what you see mostly is the back. I suppose I could take some marker or some nail polish and paint the similar figure on the front. I don't want to do that though. These are gonna go. This is from, actually, let me pull all the jewelry from this company out because I think most of it is going to stay. This is just a thick chain. I don't wear it. It's gonna go. This is a piece that a friend made. I'm gonna fill in that little chip with nail polish, but it will stay. All right, Dans l'air du temps. So Dans l'air du temps is a French brand. They're a really small company of sisters who make really beautiful resin jewelry. So I have a set of matching earrings and a big cocktail ring. I want to keep these. They're a lot of fun. I don't wear them enough, but that's because they get buried in my collection. So I'm not only going to keep them, I'm going to put them back on the tower. I haven't figured out how to put rings on this thing yet, but we'll figure that out. These, I'm not so sure. Right now I'm going to put them in the to keep, but also to not necessarily store on the tree. Same with both, actually. These black cats and these silly rainbow hearts. I also have a couple pairs of Christmas earrings. Where are you? Okay, this real quick is a watch band for a smartwatch. I don't have a smartwatch anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of the band. I have my grandfather's old dumb watch that I love. I'm actually going to take it off. I think it's a bit distracting. All right, I can't find the other Oh, this is another ring from Dans l'air du temps. This is Dessiner moi une sheep. It's a line from The Little Prince, but also I am a sheep. My name Rachel in Hebrew means sheep. It's fun, it's cute, I like it. All right, well, we're gonna have to hold off on the Christmas stuff because I can't find the other earring. So my mom and I have a tradition every year. She buys me a new Star of David. The irony is that it's usually a Christmas present. So these are the last couple years. I wish I could find the newer ones, or the older ones. I don't know where they ended up. And my fear is that I might have accidentally donated them. But these two are staying. They're going on the tree, plain and simple. This pendant I love. This is another Dans l'air du temps piece. I don't love how long this chain is, and I don't like that the chain appears to have some patina to it. I'm going to have to figure something out. Either shorten the chain, clean it. I'll talk to a friend who's a jeweler, and we'll figure it out. These little hoopy guys, I love these. These are another pair that are staying. I have learned over the years that I like things that are a little more geometric, but I also like things that are a bit silly. These, ironically enough, were my first pair of hoops, and I don't like them. I don't like them nearly as much as I like either of my other hoops. This I wore to my brother's wedding, and honestly, if I could redo that outfit, I would take off half my jewelry. I wore too much jewelry to that wedding. But I do love this pendant. I love how geometric it is. I like that it's a little, it's not perfect. It's not concentric. It's a little muddy. And that's what I like. Perfection is boring. Oh, there's my other, okay. So these two, the comedy and tragedy masks, I've had these since high school. They need a good cleaning, but I've had them since high school. They're gonna stick around. There is the other kitty cat. My mom bought these for me. These are cats wearing Santa hats. They're very cute. My mom bought them for me back when I was teaching, and the kids got a kick out of them. They always enjoyed them. I enjoy them. I'm gonna keep them. I don't know if they need to go on the tree. I'm probably gonna have a separate box that is just holiday earrings. I think that would be a smart thing. All right, for the longest time, all I wore were flip-flops. Even in the winter, I wore flip-flops. So suddenly, flip-flop earrings became a thing that people gave me. I don't wear these. I don't wear these, so they're gonna go. I think this was a birthday present from a friend, and again, I don't wear it. Same with this. This is a bracelet that again has gotten quite a bit of patina. This is just a really nice chain. I'll hang on to that. These I really want to wear more. These are handcrafted. They're from a local craftsman. I buy something from him every year when I see him at a local festival, and I want to give these more love, so I'm going to hang on to them. These are a fun, nice earring. I wear the, you know, if I'm going to a party, if I'm going out for an evening, I can throw these on with a nice sweater and a pair of pants or a skirt and feel somewhat more put together. I don't know if they're going to go on the tree. Right now I'm going to put them in the bin to put on the tree, but they're a wait and see. The other Christmas earrings, these are Huggies. So they look like they've got a little penguin body. And then they've got a penguin head, and they're just so much fun. They're so goofy. I want to say I might have bought these for myself, but they're staying. I'll throw them in the holiday bin but they'll stay. They're fun. These a friend of mine made, and I really like them. I find that I have a lot of, I love trees. I love the imagery of trees. I love what they represent. It's a little, you know, kitschy, but I like it. These are from another jewelry shop on Etsy. These I really like. I have another pair right here that are just a little too, excuse you, they're a little too fanciful for my tastes. I think right there is the good word. I'm going to offer these to my mom because these are right up her alley. This is a pendant my dad gave me on my 18th birthday. It's going to stay. All right, I have a bunch of pairs of these funky interlocking woven hoops. And that's because I bought a set. These had 3 different pairs of earrings on them, and the ones I wore the most died. So I bought another 3-pack. So some of these earrings I have 4 of, and that's fine because I love these little simple guys. They're so easy to wear. And I think I have another bin of earrings next door. These are all going to go back on the tree. I love having hoops available. And these are all just really simple and easy to wear. They don't get in the way, but they add a nice little something. These I wore to my brother's wedding. And again, they were really big and really chunky, and I don't love them anymore. So they're going to go. This I bought at an art fair, and I really enjoy it. I need to get a new chain or a cord. That's the word I want, a cord for it. I think it's a beautiful stone, and it does kind of fit this, you know, witchy purple persona that I have, but it doesn't need to be on my jewelry tower. I have the same problem with this one that I did with the other. It's just a bit too long. And if I can get this chain trimmed down, that would be terrific. But I do want to keep it, and I would like to be able to keep it on the tower. I've had to keep it looped over the handle so that it doesn't get tangled in anything. These I don't know about. They're fun, they're cutesy, they're cats, but I don't know. If I keep them, I'll keep them separated in, you know, a box. And if the next time I do a jewelry declutter I haven't worn them, then I'll get rid of them. These are a really inexpensive pair of Huggies that I bought at CVS of all places. And I like them. They're very easy, they're sparkly, and they go with just about everything I own. All right, that is it for stuff on the tower. I have some stuff next door, so I'm gonna go grab that. I'm going to offer these to my mom, and I will be right back. All right. These are from Christmas. I have an orange cat and a black cat. And I found these online, and my mom bought them for me. I wish that this kitty had like a little bit of a gray belly. They're cute. I don't know how often I'm going to wear them. I feel like I need to order another set so that I have 2 orange and 2 black. But I will keep them. I will wear them. I have an ink mark on my hand. So going back to festival jewelry, this is a piece I bought at a festival and I love it. It's custom fit. Just wraps around a couple times. And then it's got this really cool lock that I've seen on the front of corsets and stuff, and I love this piece. It's one of my favorite, one of my most worn, and it disappeared for a while. I was really glad to find it again. I put it in a box of jewelry that I took on a road trip and never unpacked. Oh, this is mostly hair ties. Let's see what we got here. All right, well, if you've been watching my channel for any period of time, you've undoubtedly seen these. I love these earrings. They're a really great statement hoop, and I like the chunky wire wrapping. I have a friend who looked at these. She's like, oh my God, those are so badly wrapped. I like them. I like them. These I haven't worn. These little black hoopies I haven't worn. These are hair ties. I have long hair. I have a lot of hair ties. It happens. This is a mandala ring. Again, if you've watched any of my overhead content, you've undoubtedly seen this piece. All right, we're going to go through this. This is a jewelry box. I just don't feel like discussing the origins of. Suffice it to say, I've had it a long time. So in here, these are new. Francesca's was doing a buy one, get two free sale over the holidays. And I always go in there to buy my mom jewelry. And I saw these and they were just so pretty. They were calling my name. And I only found one pair of earrings for my mom. So I would like to put these on the tower and get some use out of them. They are posts instead of like a wire. These are also from Dans l'air du temps. These are posts. They're they look like lens caps or lenses for my camera. I keep thinking I'm going to wear them, but I like having them. I don't know if I wear these or if I just put them back on the card. I don't know. But I like them and I like having them and I like knowing they exist. I don't know if they need to go on the tower or not. These are more Tree of Life jewelry. I will wear these with just a simple black top and let these be a statement piece. And I get comments on them every time I wear them. So they're going to go on the tree, on the tree. I sound like I'm decorating a Christmas tree. These are two more festival pieces of jewelry. They're from the same purveyor as the square hoops. And I love both of these pieces. This is the newer one. I think it's hematite. It's so pretty. It's got this really interesting closure system where it's got this diagonal hinge. It's so unique and it's so pretty and it makes me happy. Same with this. This is another hinge piece. It's just a bangle and I really like it. It's a good all-rounder. It goes with everything. These I think I'm going to give away. I don't like them. They're very thin. They're lightweight. All right, well, the murder cats have come out. These are my Schmurder cats. They have little knives in their mouths and they're fun. Again, I always get comments on these. This is a V for Victory pin that came with my Besame Victory Red lipstick. I don't intend to wear it unless I do like a Rosie the Riveter costume or cosplay. I don't want to get rid of it. I'm going to put it in the box of stuff that doesn't have to be on the tree. These are newer. These are like a rectangular hoop. I can't remember where I got them, but I like them. So they're going to stay and maybe go on the jewelry tree. These hoops, I love these. They're thin. They've got this really great locking latch system that makes it hard to take off at the end of the night because I forget that I have on these hoops. And I do tend to get the wires bent out of shape sometimes, but they're pretty easy to put back into shape. And I love how thin they are, but they've got some presence. These are another statement hoop. I think I got these at a thrift store. They're just a lot of fun. They remind me of Indian henna designs along with this like leaf shape in the middle. I think they're beautiful. So a khamsa is the mother's hand or the hand of life. I have a khamsa with the Jewish Traveler's Prayer in my car. I love this one. I brought this one back from Israel 20 years ago, and it needs a good cleaning, but it's beautiful. This one I bought, I want to say I bought it off Amazon maybe. I don't know, but it's just a little too chunky, and compared to this one that's really fine and delicate and has this beautiful green stone in it, this one just speaks to my aesthetic. That's the word I'm looking for. These are more earrings. I want to say that the store is called Magpie Madness. She might have opened her own website at this point. But I love this. I think she calls it Czech glass, as in like Czechoslovakian. And I love these beautiful pieces of glass that have this ethereal quality, but also a nice presence. Purple ring. I bought myself a purple ring, and it's winter now, so my fingers have shrunk. And the only finger I can wear this on right now is my thumb. But it's staying, and it's going on to the tree. This, by the way, I guess has turned into like my favorite pieces, which these are going to go into. These are just a simple pair of clip-in hoops, and I wear them constantly. Along with this guy, again, another find from the thrift store. This is just an ear cuff. I'll wear it when I want a little extra something. This, I believe, is jasper, and it's a little big. It's a little bit big. I think it fits my index finger because I've broken this finger a couple times. It's thicker than my other fingers, but oh, I love the way it goes with my nail polish. This is psilocybin from Cleona. But a friend bought this for me, and I haven't really had a chance to wear it yet. But it is one I think of fondly. This is also one that I bought myself. I do find myself buying a fair amount of jewelry for me, just because I don't have many people in my life who know what I like. This is onyx. It's so pretty. It's delicate. It's got that sterling silver band and this just very crisp, clean line to it that I like a lot. These are another pair of little hoopies. These are like a braided, they're not sterling. I think they're plastic. They're coated. But they're pretty. I like them. I do find myself reaching for them if I can't find my other hoops. This is an Irish or a Celtic love knot. A friend bought this for me back in high school, and unfortunately she and I are no longer in communication, but I think of her fondly with this ring. I do think of her fondly. This is the other pair that I bought myself from Francesca's. I just thought they were so cool. They're a little different, a little bit more unique. Haven't really had a chance to wear them much, but it's only been a couple weeks. This is another pair from Magpie Madness. These are more of like a beetle wing. They're not as translucent, but they've got this really brilliant green to black to blue shift. There you go. I think I was holding them backwards. They definitely look like a beetle wing. This, I don't remember where I got it, but I don't think of it. I don't remember that I have it, so it's gonna go. So these are another pair of, they're not hoops. They're small round earrings. I guess you could call them hoops, but again, they're unique. They've got a really nice individuality to them without being too much. These I reach for all the time, especially if I'm going to be filming, if I'm going to be on camera. They have a really nice geometric shape. If I could redo my outfit from my brother's wedding, I'd wear these, but I didn't have them at the time. I wish I did, but I didn't. These, I want to say I bought over the summer, and I haven't worn them. And I don't really have a desire to wear them. This, okay, I don't know where the mate is, but I know it's got to be around here somewhere, and I'm not ready to part with it. My mom bought these for my birthday a number of years ago, along with this kitty cat ring. This is the only piece of actual diamond jewelry that I own. So I'm not ready to part with this until I know that the mate is truly lost. These are just a really nice, fun pair that, again, I bought at a thrift store. They've got a lovely amount of movement to them without being too much, and they actually do stand out against my very dark hair. I don't have many black earrings, so I like that these are like a blackened steel. You can still see them against other things that are black. All right, let me check in here and make sure there's nothing stuck in the hinge. Okay. And last but not least is this rope ring. I think a friend of mine bought this for me. I don't remember. I've had this for a long, long time. All right, so this is what we have that I want to put back on the jewelry tree. Let's talk about these little dolphins. I think I've had them since high school. I might have made these, but they're just a little too small for my tastes, so they're gonna go bye-bye. I like these hair clips. They're unique to my collection. I don't really have anything else like them. I'm tempted to keep these now that I can, find them in the crowd. But once I get everything situated and figured out, we'll then make a decision. Then I'll make a decision. Okay, this is a pin that I got for showing a quilt at my Quilt Guild meeting. I get one of these every time I show a piece and I don't have anywhere for them to live. So I will have to find a place for these to live. A lot of people display them on their name tags. I'm too chaotic for that. These are peacock eyes, or like both of these are sets from Dans l'Air du Temps. I'm gonna keep these, but I'm gonna get rid of these. Same with these little blue studs. I don't know where these came from. I don't remember if they were another pair that my dad got me, but I just don't wear them. And maybe I'll see if my mom wants them, because I know that she wears a lot of posts. Okay, let's talk about this drawer. So at one point I had the intention of getting some more holes in my head. And I went ahead and bought a bunch of stainless steel hoopies. I don't know if I'll ever use these, but I'm going to keep them because I have them and they don't take up much space. So these are old. This I made in high school. This is a Unitarian Universalist chalice. I am Jewish, but I was raised UU. I don't know if I want to keep this for posterity. I do have a couple other pieces of UU themed jewelry. So this was the pendant that the congregation gave me when I graduated high school. This I think I might have gotten at a convention. This is another like Celtic love knot that my dad gave me, so we're going to keep that. I'm going to put this in here and maybe just leave it in there. Maybe eventually what I'll do is I'll find a way to display all of these. But for right now, they're just going to live in this drawer. They're just going to live in the drawer. Oh, this is another piece I bought myself. This is It says, "I'm not throwing away my shot." It's a line from Hamilton, and I think I might have something stuck in the clasp because it will not close, or it wouldn't the last time I tried. Let's give it a whirl. I want to know who comes up with these clasp ideas for jewelry, because half of them are just impossible if you have any kind of mobility issues. This is I'm going to keep it, but I want to put it, it doesn't necessarily need to live on my jewelry tree. Actually, no, I do want this on the tree. I just need to figure out what's going on with the clasp. This is a cord from another pendant, and the cord snapped, but I decided to keep it because you never know when you're going to need something like that for another piece of jewelry. These are some old watches. My goodness. I think this is one I had in high school and college. This is one that I bought, or that someone bought me when I started working in childcare, which is silly because don't give someone a nice watch when they're working with children. Children are going to try and take it. No, I honestly forgot I had these, and maybe one day I'll repair them or clean them up, get them working again. I don't know. But I'm not going to get rid of them because that sounds like it would be hasty. This is the other piece from the ring, or the jewel. This is the other link from that peace sign bracelet that my mom bought me. These I bought at a festival a long time ago, wanting to be one of those girls who can like effortlessly stack bangles, and I'm not. I'm just not. So these are going to go in the giveaway bin. This one I want to keep, if for no other reason than to harvest this Tree of Life piece. All right, and years and years ago, one of my cats leapt off my dresser to try and tackle a stink bug and knocked over my entire jewelry tree. So some of these are pieces that have mates, some of them are pieces that don't, but I think overall they're pieces that I'm okay decluttering. All right, I'm going to stop for the night. I'm going to get this rearranged tomorrow, and then I will turn the camera back on and we'll see what we have. All right, we are finishing up this jewelry declutter. This took me a lot longer than I had anticipated, so I went ahead and just put things on the jewelry tree as needed. And I'm really happy with how everything came out. There are some things that I needed to keep on here, like my grandmother's pearls and my Stars of David. There are some things I wanted to keep on here like this because I rarely use it. I have most of my hoops or hoopy jewelry, things that have a round shape to them or that are actually cylindrical that close at the back. I have those on here. This just feels so good. I did not have an extra hanging thing here, so I put my rings on one of these guys. These are all magnetic. I guess and then I use these hair barrettes as bookends so that when I remove this to get into the rings, things aren't falling off. I suppose I should put that copper bracelet. As far as bracelets and jewelry for my wrists, I did find a couple additional items. I found a couple bracelets bangle wraps. I can't remember what, cuffs, jewelry cuffs that I'd forgotten about because they weren't anywhere with my jewelry. They were in a drawer with my nail polish. So I don't have anywhere on this tree to put them, so I've got them up top here, and that will have to suffice. Let me tip up. So they're just up here around the spindle. Back up a little bit. You can see the mess that my desk is. So I had a handful of pieces that I wanted accessible, or that I wanted to remember to use, or that I just couldn't find a way to hang. Let me see here. Does this fit? It does. Look at that. And I don't know if this is going to fit, and I kind of don't want to risk it. I'm going to leave. This one is just too sentimental to worry about hanging. And then I have a handful of other stuff here that I want accessible. I don't want to have to dig on, go into my tree to find it. Got a couple rings. I've got my standard everyday hoops, my little ear cuff, things that just I don't want to have to dig for. So those are going to be in here. I might actually move them into one of these drawers. I took all of my extemporaneous jewelry and I put it in this bottom drawer. Random stuff that I haven't worn in a long time, but that I'm not ready to part with. These other two drawers are completely empty. So I may end up putting some of this jewelry in one of these, but inevitably things are going to get moved because I take this stuff next door to my filming space. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to play out, but we'll have to see. And then in here, I put everything else. I put my seasonal stuff. I put the stuff that I don't use as much. I've got this really long chain that's kind of tarnished. I didn't want to get rid of this. My Aunt Kathy gave it to me, and it's sentimental. I've got all of my holiday jewelry in here, including like my Halloween bats, as well as my holiday penguins, my V for Victory pin. Just stuff that I want to know where it is. And I finally found a use for this box. I don't remember the last time I bought Benefit Brow products, and I've had this a long time, but it's perfect for this use. And I've already gotten rid of some of the pieces that I decluttered. I went to brunch yesterday with a friend and I took her a couple pieces, took her a couple pairs of earrings. The rest of these, I think I'm just going to give to a thrift store. I think I'm just going to give them to a thrift store, and then I don't have to worry about who's taking what. And yeah, I can just put them in a bag, put them with other stuff to donate, and be done with it. So the tree has hoops and other round earrings, things that I do wear and I want to be easily accessible. Over here, I have things that have like wires or posts. I did keep a few pair of post earrings, and I just put them in one of these guys instead of fighting and putting them in this mesh piece, because I feel like getting things in and out. This was a good idea in theory, just in practice it doesn't work very well. It's not very practical. Over here I have some more bracelets. I could probably move my copper bracelet down here. There we go. See, this is going to shift and change as I go about it. And then over here I have necklaces, and I have a couple empty chains and just stuff that I want to wear more. So that is everything for the jewelry tower, or the tree. And then last but not least, I have my grandfather's watch, which just kind of lives on my desk. So that is it, friends. That is it for this jewelry declutter. Thank you for joining me. I hope y'all enjoyed this. It's something a little different. There are a couple other videos I'm planning on shooting in this space, but I haven't gotten there yet. Thank you for spending this time with me. I very much appreciate it. I hope you are taking care of yourselves so you can take care of each other, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, friends.